Hello, scholars. Welcome to our third day of our review for the first 6 lessons we learned this year, all about short vowels. Everything we did was short vowels. A, I, ah. All stuck. All help us with the sounds around short vowels. Well, let's see what we're going to do today. Count the syllables. I can do that. Count the syllables. So we're going to count syllables. So it says count the syllables in each word. Oh, and then we got to do something. Write the words in the column according to the number of syllables. So if it has 1 syllable, you'll write it here. If it has 2 syllables, we'll write it there. And if it has 3 syllables, we will write it there. All right? So let's start with the first one. Now, I'm not going to count them and then come back and write them. As I count them, I'm going to fill in the chart. That only makes sense, right? So, sandwiches. Let's clap it out. Sandwiches. It's 3. We also know a way that we can look. You could count vowels. 1, 2, 3. Every syllable has to have a vowel. So say that with me. Every syllable has to have a vowel. And that's really important when you're writing. And you go along and you write and you don't put it like, I'm just going to say teacher. A lot of people just put the R at the end. No, teacher. You got to have something with that R. So you put the E in there to get that sound. So just remember that rule. Every syllable has to have a vowel. We could even write that down. I think that's a great idea. When we write it down, the motor memory goes up to our brain, helps us to remember. So let's just write it right here. Every syllable, spell it right there. Syllable has to have a vowel. Now sometimes they have more than one. Like you'll get a vowel pair and you'll have more than one. So you can't just count vowels and go, oh, 4 syllables. But everyone has to have one. And these are pretty stretched out. So there's one near the beginning, one in the middle, one at the end. So I'm pretty sure it's 3, but I always double check. Sandwiches, it is 3. So hold my place with my finger so I don't have to always look. Hold it. And then you write with your other hand. Sandwiches. S-A-N-D-W-I-C-H-E-S. Suffix ES. Now some of you might be saying, well, there's a short vowel. Why isn't there a TCH? Always a rule breaker. Always a rule breaker. And sandwiches is one of those times when the short vowel doesn't have the TCH. It's just kind of one you have to sort of remember. And there's a rule breaker. Such and much are the same way. Which way did they go is the same way. So there's a few rule breakers. So I'm glad that some of you noticed that. All right, that one's done. Do you want to do another one? Ostriches. I see 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to guess 3, but I'm going to double check because that's what great scholars do. Ostriches. Oh, again, it's a 3 syllable. So I'm going to add it right here. You ready? O-S-T-R-I-C-H. Another rule breaker. There's the short I. Follows the same thing sandwiches does. Suffix ES. Done. We're going to do one more. Exit. It's got 2. They're separated, so I'm thinking 2. Exit. Yep, 2 syllables. So I'm going to write it right here. So exit. See it, say it, hear it, spell it. Feed your brain 4 ways. It's important. All right. E-X-I-T. The more I spell them, the more ingrained in my brain they are. When I'm seeing it, saying it, writing it, and hearing it, I'm feeding my brain 4 ways to help it stick in my brain. So go ahead and do it. That's what you should do. That's what great scholars do. Exit. Excellent. And you're going to go and you're going to fill them all in. I'm going to jump down to 6. 6. Look at that. How many vowels does it have? It has 1. So according to this rule, how many syllables is this very, very long word? one. Let's try it. Strength, one syllable. Look for all of those letters. That's only one syllable. So that would be our first one here. So we could do 6, but don't forget to go back and do 4 and 5. All right, strength. Let's see it. Say it. Hear it right. You ready? S T R E N G. N-G before TH. There it is. G's a rule breaker. So make it go down below the line. All right, don't forget to go back and do 4 and 5 before you fill in the rest. All right, and remember you can pause the video and do this section and then go on. Let's go down and take a look at ED sounds off. This is all about suffix ED, and that was on page 37. But a quick review is to do your song. Let's do our song, okay? Do you know the 3 sounds, the 3 sounds, the 3 sounds? Do you know the 3 sounds? ED adds to a word. Id, d, t. Id, d, t. Id, d, t. Id, d, t. Excellent. Good job, guys. So we know the 3 sounds suffix ed adds to a word. Let's fill them in. All right? So ed sounds off. If you need help, page 37, or refer to your poem. What sound, this is listening, do you hear at the end of each word? T or d. So it's only t or d on this one. No id. Just these 2 sounds, t or d. Write the sound on the blank. So if we're going to write the sound, remember we have to put our sound slashes there to help us remember. So let's say the word past. Say it one more time. Past. I hear a T, a T, but here's another good way to check. Close your eyes and say the word past. Now your brain is functioning more on just your sound than what are you seeing? So I definitely hear the T. So I'm going to write T in the sound slashes. Don't forget the sound slashes, all right? I think you know what to do. Thrilled. Close your eyes, say it again. Thrilled. Is it a T or a D? It's a D. But don't just write the letter. You have to put the sound slashes next to it. All right, perfect. All right, that's pretty easy peasy lemon squeezy. Close your eyes and listen to the sound. It's only a T or a D. Now, check the spelling quiz. All right, in each pair of words, so in each pair of words, we got to put a check mark next to the word that is spelled the right way. And we're going to X out the word that is not spelled correctly. All right, so liquid. The word is liquid. Now my brain's like going, never seen that word before like that. So I'm going to put an X on it. Or you could put an X in here. It says to X out the word. Liquid. Yes, that's spelled correctly. And if I wasn't sure, guess what? Yeah, they're all in our lessons, but they're probably throughout the whole thing. So this is a great exercise. Does it look right to you? If not, see if you can find it. And remember, if you get stuck, skip it, put a circle around it, go back, and try again. And then, if you can't do it, ask mom or dad. All right, let's see. Liquids. Liquids. Well, I know an ES usually does not come after a D, and most words have S. ES after an double S, SH, CH, or X. It's not a double S, not a CH, not an SH. Yep, this is the correct word. And this one is spelled wrong. So I'm going to cross it out. Box, box, boxes, boxes. Quit, quit, quits, quits. Trunk, trunk, trunks, trunks. Think about the rule. Does it look right to you? How's it look? Is that alarm in your brain going off like, no, that doesn't look right? But also use your rule to finalize your thought. And if you have to, go back and look in our book. All right, guys, till we see you again, go out and do great works.